Guys, welcome to day 7. It's baking day. It's been such a fun week. I'm so glad you guys have done this with me. It's super early. Everybody's asleep still, but we are up early to bake. So here's what's happening. Let's see, the oven is preheated. 500 degrees with both Dutch ovens in there the whole time from the beginning. So it's been preheated for a couple of minutes now. The dough is still in the fridge, and we're going to transfer the dough into the Dutch ovens, but first we're going to score it. So here we go. Taking the dough out. I've got 2 Dutch ovens. If you don't, just bake one at a time and leave one in the fridge until it's time to bake. My parchment paper, 2 sheets. Let's see. That's a good angle. This is, again, this is the bottom of the loaf. So all we do is we put the parchment paper over the top of the bowl, turn the whole thing upside down. The bowl comes off. And just gently pull the cloth away, and you can see the real cool scoring marks left from the kitchen towel. Okay, center it a tiny bit, and these scoring things are called lames. I just use a razor blade, totally fine. Just clean it, and you can do all kinds of fancy stuff. I just do a relatively deep score all the way across, maybe ½ an inch, and then it'll spread open just like that. Okay, on the second one, same thing. Take off the cover, parchment goes on top, flip it, peel off the cloth, and just for fun we'll do a sorry about the camera, we'll do a cross this time. 1 and 2. Okay. Super hot crock pots, or Dutch ovens, sorry. One at a time. Okay, lids off, and being careful not to touch the sides, I just grab the sides of the parchment and lower them right down in. The parchment paper stays in the whole time. Okay, lid's back on. Don't forget to put on your oven mitts. And these are gonna bake for 15 minutes with the lids on. And then at the 15-minute mark, we take the lids off and let them bake for another 20 to 25. I'll be back. Okay, 15-minute timer just went off. That means it's time to take the lids off. Let's take a look. Look at that. That is a lot of oven spring that really rose in the oven. Wow. Serious starter. Looking great. These are gonna be big loaves. Okay, now they go back in, and I set the timer for 20 minutes. Could be a little bit longer depending on the color you like. And we'll be back. I'm gonna set mine for 22 minutes. See you in 22. Okay, here we go. Even though I set the timer for 22, I just checked and I think they're done at 20. So I'm taking them out at 20. Here we go. So awesome. Check it out. Wow. Remember the cast iron Dutch ovens are super hot, and so don't burn yourself, but also take the bread out of the Dutch ovens fairly quickly, because otherwise they'll just keep baking. This is what's nice about the parchment paper. Without touching the sides of the Dutch oven, I just grab the paper and slide it right onto my cooling tray. This is so fun. Check that out. These are way better than I expected. They're bigger. They're bigger than normal by, I don't know, 10 or 15%. That could be the only thing I can think of. It could be the new energetic starter, which seems like it would be weird. That seems like it would be the opposite. It could also be that, honestly, I kneaded the dough by hand, which I don't usually do. Who knows? But 7-day starter, beautiful sourdough. This is really fun. Unfortunately, you gotta let it rest at least a half an hour. At least. An hour would be better. Well, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's so tempting to cut right in, but it will be a little too doughy in the middle, and we want it to finish. Something that everybody likes to do to test the doneness is give a little, and you should hear sort of that hollow sound. By the way, you can kind of see some of the impressions from, this was the bottom yesterday, we were sort of pinching it closed. Super not a big deal. The bottom crust is always a little bit thicker anyway from being on the bottom of the Dutch oven. Let it rest. You'll hear some fun crackling as it cools. And then hopefully you guys got some of that fancy butter and you can enjoy your fresh sourdough. Hey, thanks for sticking around for 7 days. I hope you guys did this. It's really fun. Look back at the starter videos to know what to do from here. But basically you can bake every single day if you want. You just need to feed it every day. Or you can refrigerate it like I do and bake once a week. Also, give me suggestions of what we should do next. There's been a couple suggestions for different bread recipes and also some fermentation stuff like maybe ginger beer. So thanks guys, super fun, happy Sunday, enjoy your sourdough. Cheers. So cool. Bye.